Well, we expect the hearing today to wrap up at any moment and testimony to continue tomorrow. As many of you know, there was a private off-the-record agreement during the murder trial by both sides to keep the sordid backgrounds of Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf, their character and their criminal history, private and out of view of the jury, so they could focus solely on what happened under the tent last year at that Frisco track meet. Now, both sides have decided to release that background history, with the defense going first, releasing 20 pages of Austin Metcalf's behavioral history. Carmelo Anthony was dressed in a suit and tie for this morning's hearing, which began with the defense arguing that efforts by the trial judge and prosecutors to combat threats and deal with disruptions actually prevented Anthony from getting an open and fair trial. But bombshell testimony came this afternoon from Anthony's trial attorney, Mike Howard, about Austin Metcalf's background report that was never presented to the jury. CBS News Texas has also learned new details about Austin Metcalf's background. Metcalf and his brother Hunter were once caught spray painting graffiti, including KKK Kill All Blacks and Heil Hitler, along with the N-word, and were sentenced to 12 months of juvenile probation. Records reveal they reportedly told authorities, "We did some dumb stuff. We did some vandalism." There are several documented instances of Austin using racial slurs in school, and in 2023, Austin was accused of bullying a black student in class. In 2018, while still in elementary school, Austin and his brother were accused of bullying and assaulting a female, which led to his arrest. During an argument in 2024 with another female student, Austin allegedly knocked her to the ground and punched her in the stomach. He was also kicked out of a football game and texted someone later, "I was about to beat the expletive out of those kids." At a previous track meet, when another student alerted Austin that someone not on their team, quote, "behind our bench was talking wild," Austin reportedly replied, "Kill that MF."
Good morning. So it's been a while because I had a week's suspension on YouTube because, they can't handle my sassy mouth. But I wanted to talk about the recent developments in the Carmelo Anthony case. Now, if you've been following my channel on YouTube, you'll know that I've gone in on Jeff Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf and that dead white racist boy, Austin Metcalf, and their ridiculous mother. And today's not going to be any different. I'm about to go into all of them again, deep, elbow deep in their ass. Because a whole bunch of information was released recently in this motion for a new trial hearing that took place yesterday and is obviously continuing today, where so much information about Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf was released, information that was strategically left out of the case to paint this narrative that Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf are just good, decent little white boys in deep South Texas. Well, all of that couldn't be further from the truth. It's absolute lies. They were degenerate heathens, racist. They called teachers fat bitches. They were very disrespectful, beat up girls. Honey, they did all kinds of things. Let me show you the list of things that they did. Okay, they were suspended multiple times, honey. Where's this list at? Hold on. Let me pull this up because I got to make sure that I'm telling y'all exactly what these people did, okay? They were spray painting on private property, things like KKK, Kill All Black Lives, Kill All Black People. I mean, they saluted Hitler, honey. They said yes to Hitler, honey. They wanted to be in his little army of white youth, honey. They was out here doing all kinds of crazy things, just being disrespectful, being violent as hell, just saying that they was gonna beat the fuck out their own daddy, and did. That's why his arm got broken. They choked their own mother. Yeah, these kids needed to be put 6 feet under, and I'm standing on business with that. Carmelo Anthony defended himself, and he is going to get a new trial. Okay? And that's why Austin Metcalf deserves to be where he is. Y'all have a good day.